Wholeness, YouTube. First say signing back in here. Happy now. All is now is a gift to be in the present. Okay? It is currently Friday, aka Venus Day, in the space and location where I'm at, and Horus is transiting the first house. Okay? So I got my assorted chakras. I got me a new batch. So I'm feeling the vibe this Venus Day. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab me the chakra correlated with Venus and light that up as I do this video on self-love. Okay? Whew, because especially with transiting Venus in Aries dealing with the self, what better time for me to make a video on self-love, me being an Aries moon, you know? I am alignments, so... Okay. So, the chakra correlated with Venus to be sacral chakra. Boom. So, okay, so self-love. Self-love, okay. First of all, I've watched a plethora of videos when it comes to self-love. That smells really good. I've watched a plethora of videos when it comes to self-love. But first, let's just, look at that word love in general. Okay? So, love, okay? When we look at it backwards, it spells evil, E-V-O-L, okay? And it's almost, and then I've seen also some beings, also add to the E-V-O-L-V-E spelling evolve. Okay? So, it's like, if you're in tune and if you tapped into, the frequency of the Archangel Uriel, in the soul group, we sort of identify, love as, let's say evil, but it all depends on how, you use your love, you see. So I could come on here and pitch the mundane video or give you the mundane pitch on self-love, which indicates for you to eat healthy, take care of yourself, like take in foods that are alkaline, okay, eat vegan, okay, which, as an individual, as I speak, this is, what's it called? Water and spirulina. Okay, I do all that shit simply because I have a stellium in my 6th house of health. Because as an individual co-creator, this is the energies that I am carrying. Okay, so I have a stellium in my 6th house. What is a stellium? A stellium is an astrological term for 3 or more planets in one astrological house or area of life. And I've gone over this, So I put a lot of focus in that area of my life. Okay, so this is why I do the fasting, the breath work, the deep breathing, the qigong. Okay, why I don't eat meat, why I eat light. Okay, and why, I eat superfoods, okay? But again, and let's say as Horus was transiting the 12th house, I was meditating. You know, I was like doing my meditation around this time. This was on Jupiter Day, before Friday or Venus Day. I was doing my meditation and I got a thought frequency in the realms of the oneness and separation. So, okay, as I say again, I reside on a 4th, 5th, 6th dimensional perspective. Okay, so on a 4th, 5th, 6th dimensional perception, there is no separation, right? Yet, we are separate spirits. How so, Fresh Sage? And this is something that I really should elaborate on. Okay, so since the spirit is your space, the spirit is just your darkness, your no thing, your space. You are your own space. Okay, and there's space within space. Okay, so there's space between me and you. Okay, so you have your space and I have my space. However, the very essence of space, is the same. What makes up your space is what makes up my space. Space is the same. This is why when I say, yes, separation is an illusion from my perspective, when I say that, I'm saying that in a way, separation is not an illusion, to clear misconceptions. So it's just like, separation is not an illusion simply because we can see separation. Okay, so this is a misconception that I would love to clear up. But what I'm getting at is that the very essence of what you are, of what, very essence of what makes, this physical vessel that you are seeing now, is the very essence of, what makes my vessel is what makes your vessel. The spirit. Okay, so this is what I want to say, is that wholeness, or that, let's say, what's the better word I'm looking for here? The word this is why I say wholeness, honestly. This is why I say wholeness, because as spirits, we are all individual creators, and, we create this vessel that you see. Okay, so yes, we are separate spirits, but the very essence of what makes this vessel is the same. We're all one with Source, if you can see what I'm saying. So we're all one with the universe and God, and the true God. We're all one with the universe and Source. This is why when I say on a 4th, 5th, 6th dimension, the 4th, 5th, 6th dimensional perspective, separation is an illusion. But truly, yeah, that one Source is what connects us all. Okay, so now let's move back to self-love. Okay, so, since I'm in tune with the stars, okay, and since I'm in tune with the stars, and I know that aka Venus is the planet of love on your astrological natal chart, okay, I'm not going to pitch the mundane self-love act as to, okay, of course, think better thoughts, cancel out thought forms that aren't serving you, cancel out beliefs that aren't serving you, of course, connect with self, connect to that higher self, okay, connect to that higher self within, most definitely. If you have not yet connected to the higher self within, and you're still seeking outwardly for a higher self or a spirit guide, that is not self-love at all. Okay, so on a 4th, 5th, 6th dimension, self-love is powerful. It's very powerful. So on 3D, let's say the mundane beings who reside on a 3D perception might view self-love as selfish. But truly, on a higher dimension, you know, that is you utilizing your love, aka bomb, you know, having your own substance, you know, your own love, because you know, that's your chakra, Venus. Okay, that's your Venus chakra. Your Venus, yeah, your Venus planets. Okay, so, you know, if you're seeking love outwardly and you have not yet given it to yourself, you can't love someone more than you love yourself. And no one can ever love you more than you love yourself. And that's just straight facts. Okay? So, a shortcut to self-love, if you're spiritually inclined, if you have an inner standing, most definitely meditate, connect to the inner self within. But if you want to talk about that overstanding, you know, some beings will say love is understanding. But, you know, like I say, you get tired of understanding. Okay, and then I went within. At first, I thought love was understanding. So I was understanding other, you know, beings' ways of love and how they perceive self-love to be. And I was like, fuck that. Let me go within and love myself. Connect to the higher self within and love that. Okay, then I got to the overstanding. Okay, I got a Venus sign for love. Look at that. That's the shortcut. What's your Venus sign? Is it in an air quality? Do you have a Venus in air? Communicate with yourself. Communication is key. Learn how to communicate with yourself. Do you have a Venus in an earth sign like I do? Venus in Capricorn? You know, sort of find practical ways to pleasure yourself. Find practical ways or things, material things that you love. You know, if not, since Earth is internal, go within by meditating and own in on the feelings that you want to feel that can make you, have this increase in self-love. Affirmations. I've made practical affirmations that I can read day to day to help me alchemize the thought frequencies that I catch. Okay? And you can't have a feeling without thoughts. Okay? Yeah, most Venus and Earth signs, we like practical things we can see. Okay? Do you have a Venus in fire? Again, this is dealing with feelings. This is the yin realm. Okay? So it's like feelings, yeah, again, go within. Get these fine, depending on your state of being, really, with all the, let's say, yin, with these yin elements, aka right brain elements, depending on your state of being. Okay, so my state of being is contentment as an individual spirits. Okay, it's very important that you identify your state of being. And once you identify your state of being, Your state of awareness will be formed from that, and you can have some sort of conviction on your state of being and where you reside as a spirit, because the states is where your state of being is where you reside as a spirit, as an individual spirit or soul. Okay, so that's another point. Identify the state of being you reside at, so it could be all simpler. Okay, yeah, Venus and fire. You know, do you just want this, let's say, quick spark, or let's say quick actions? You know, you just want to take, let's say, have quick connections, not as attached. You know, let's say you won't be as attached with a Venus and fire, but it's going to be more of quick emotional affections. You know, quick spark of emotional affections. You know, and Venus and water connect, most definitely. Like this one is most definitely dealing with the feelings. You know, this is right brain as well with the yin. You know, so depending on the modality, you know, because it all depends on the individual. You know, where is your Venus at? Okay, and once you find that, it's like it really depends on the spirit. If they're spiritually inclined, you know, are they more on the subconscious? Are they more subconscious? Are they more conscious? Okay, and clearly you can't be conscious of your unconscious. So it's unconscious, subconscious, and conscious. Frequency, vibration, energy, spirit, soul, and physical. Okay, so it depends on the spirit. Are they more leaning to the left, conscious? Or are they more leaning to the right, subconscious? Okay, so it really depends on the spirit. Okay, on how you love yourself. So connect as an individual creator, and me being an Aries moon, I can only speak for self. Okay, but what I can do is give you my experiences, and I can only tell you that I've connected to the higher self within, and this higher self within has guided me on, you know, how to, you know, have this understanding that I have now that you see. Okay, and my higher self and your higher self is not the same, as I've stated in my higher self video. You know, so yeah, I can't teach you how to love yourself. You know, but I can most definitely give you the experiences I've had in my journey of self-love. Because you know, my experiences are my spiritual experiments. Okay, so First Day signing out. Catch you next now.